Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me carefully. Close your eyes for a second and imagine this. You wake up 6 months from now. You look in the mirror and you don't even recognize the person staring back at you. Not because you've failed, but because you've finally become the version of yourself you've been dreaming of your entire life. You feel stronger, you feel sharper, you feel unstoppable, your bank account is heavier. Your body is leaner, your mind is clearer. The world looks at you with respect instead of pity. Now open your eyes and tell me, do you want that life, or do you want to keep living the same cycle of excuses, comfort, and wasted time? Because let me be brutally honest with you, the next 6 months can either destroy you or transform you. Most of you are sitting here waiting for motivation, waiting for a sign, waiting for life to suddenly become fair. But life doesn't care about you. Life doesn't care if you're tired, broke, depressed, or lost. The world doesn't care about your story. It only cares about your results, and deep down, you already know this. That's why you feel that burn in your chest every time you scroll through social media and see people your age or younger living the life you want. You know you're capable of more, but you're trapped in habits that are suffocating you. 6 months, that's all I'm asking you to give me. 6 ruthless, disciplined, relentless months. This first month is war. You don't ease into success, you attack it. The old you, lazy, distracted, addicted to comfort, has to die. This means delete the apps that are stealing your time. Cut off toxic friends who keep you average. Stop drinking. Stop partying. Stop escaping reality. For 30 days, you need to become obsessed with discipline. Wake up early, go to the gym, write down your goals, cut out junk food, read books that sharpen your mind. You're not doing this for fun, you're doing this to prove to yourself that you're in control. Because if you can't dominate yourself for 30 days, forget about dominating life. Success begins with the body, weak mind. You can't conquer anything in this world if you can't conquer your own reflection. This month, you double down on fitness. 4 to 5 workouts a week, no excuses. Your diet becomes fuel, not pleasure. At the same time, you start training your mind. You limit entertainment. You spend time learning skills, sales, marketing, investing, communication. Every day, your brain must expand. Remember, a king without discipline is just a clown in a crown. Strength must be your foundation. Now we move into money, because let's be real, without financial power, your freedom is an illusion. This is the month you build. You pick a skill and you monetize it. Whether it's online business, freelancing, trading, copywriting, content creation, or selling products, you must pick a lane and sprint. Stop chasing get-rich-quick scams. Pick something real and grind. The first dollar you make by your own effort will feel like a seed planted in your soul. That seed will grow into confidence, power, and vision. By month 4, most people quit. They lose steam, not you. This is where the winners separate from the quitters. You must push harder, work longer, and stay hungrier. Wake up and attack your goals before the world even blinks. Every day must be calculated: workouts, business, learning, execution. No wasted time, no lazy mornings, no "I'll do it tomorrow." Success doesn't come to those who try. It comes to those who bleed for it. Now you start to notice something strange: the world treats you differently. People respect you, women look at you differently, men listen when you speak. Why? Because success is magnetic. Your discipline, your money, your strength, it radiates. But don't get comfortable. Month 5 is about sharpening your sword. Keep learning, keep grinding, keep building multiple streams of income. Reinvent yourself every single week. The moment you feel satisfied, you are already dying. This is where it all comes together. 6 months of war. 6 months of pain. 6 months of sacrifice. Now look at yourself in the mirror again. Do you even recognize the man staring back at you? The weak boy is gone. The victim is gone. The complainer is gone. What remains is a weapon, a leader, a man who can bend life to his will. You don't beg for respect anymore, you command it. You don't hope for success anymore, you create it. And this is just the beginning. And now we arrive at the truth that most people spend their entire lives avoiding. 6 months, that's all it takes. 6 months of ruthless focus, 6 months of brutal honesty, 6 months of cutting away weakness and living with discipline. That's the price of transformation. That's the cost of freedom. Not 20 years, not some distant future you keep promising yourself. 6 months. The question is not whether it's possible. The question is whether you are willing to pay that price. Because here's the reality. 6 months from now, your life will look different whether you act or not. Time does not stop for your excuses. The clock does not wait for your fears. Half a year will pass, guaranteed. The only question is, what will you have to show for it? Will you look back and see 6 more months wasted? 6 more months of scrolling, 6 more months of eating trash, 6 more months of lying to yourself? Or will you look in the mirror and see someone unrecognizable, someone stronger, wealthier, sharper, unstoppable? The choice is yours, and it always has been. I know some of you feel that doubt creeping in right now. You're thinking, can I really change that much in 6 months? And my answer is simple, yes, you can. Because 6 months of focus beats 6 years of drifting. 6 months of consistent execution beats a lifetime of half-hearted effort. Most people live 80 years on this planet and never once give themselves 6 full months of pure discipline. They wonder why they never become great, and the answer is right there. They never gave themselves the chance. You must stop lying to yourself. You say you'll start tomorrow, but tomorrow never comes. You say you'll change when the time is right, but the time is never right. You say you'll get serious when life calms down, but life never calms down. Stop waiting. There is no perfect day, there is only today. If you can give yourself 6 months, you can give yourself freedom. Think about the pain of regret for a moment. Think about sitting on your bed one day, old and tired, looking back on your life and realizing you wasted it. You never pushed, never fought, never demanded more from yourself. You let comfort chain you, you let fear rule you, you let weakness win. That regret will eat you alive, and the cruelest part, you will realize that greatness was always within your reach. You just refused to grab it. Do you want that ending for yourself, or do you want to look back knowing that when you had the chance, you chose to rise? 6 months of war with yourself will give you more than decades of excuses ever will. 6 months of saying no to weakness will give you a body you can respect, a mind you can trust, and a bank account that reflects freedom instead of slavery. 6 months of consistency will separate you from 99% of the people around you, because 99% will quit after week 2. 6 months will not just change your habits, it will rewrite your identity. You will no longer be the man who wishes, hopes, and waits. You will be the man who acts, who builds, who wins. And don't misunderstand me, this path will not be easy. There will be nights you want to quit, days where everything feels heavy, moments where you'll hear the whispers of your old self calling you back to comfort. But every time you hear that voice, remember this: that old version of you wants you weak, wants you broke, wants you invisible. That version of you wants you to die average, and you must answer with fire. I choose more. I choose greatness. I choose war. This is not just about success, it's about becoming untouchable. 6 months of discipline creates a foundation that nothing can break. When your body is a weapon, when your mind is sharpened steel, when your finances are under your control, you are free. Free from fear, free from manipulation, free from mediocrity. The storms of life may still come, but they will not shake you. You will walk through chaos with calm eyes because you know who you are and you know what you've built. That is true power. So here is my challenge to you. Give yourself these 6 months. Not 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Not half-hearted effort, full commitment. Wake up early, train hard, build skills, make money, cut off weakness, execute daily. Do not negotiate with laziness. Do not compromise with mediocrity. 6 months of obsession for a lifetime of freedom. That is the trade. 6 months from now, you will meet one of 2 people. You will meet the version of yourself who stayed weak, stayed broke, stayed lost. And he will look you in the eyes with disappointment. Or you will meet the version of yourself who fought like a warrior, who refused to quit, who demanded greatness, and he will look you in the eyes with pride. Which one will it be? The clock has already started. Your 6 months begins the moment you decide it does. Don't waste another second. Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for permission. Stand up, commit, and begin. Because 6 months from now, the world will not remember your excuses. It will only see your results. So, choose now. Choose discipline. Choose sacrifice. Choose greatness. 6 months from today, you could be unrecognizable. 6 months from today, you could be free. 6 months from today, you could finally look in the mirror and say with certainty, I built this, I earned this, I became who I was meant to be. 6 months, that's all it takes. The decision is yours.